Good evening. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the After H show, the show where you're going to have fun, laughter, adult conversation, excitement, and don't forget a whole panel of guests and DJs and artists where we're going to have a whale of a time today. So we're going to get our panel on board. We've got DJ Boozadelic. Hi, DJ Boozadelic.
What it is, what it was, and again shall be. How you doing, Odessa?
I am well, all considering. I am well. Thank you very much, DJ Boozadelic. How's your week been?
Week's been pretty busy. Got a little rested up yesterday after getting back from California. Mission complete. All tracks on the EP are mixed down and ready to put out.
Okay, wonderful. You can tell us more about it as the show progresses. And now we've got the Queen of Philadelphia, a one and only Tanquay Hayward. Hello, Queen. Hello, Queen. Hello, Queen. Your Majesty. Your Majesty.
Looks like she been on a float in a parade. She got the wave down.
She's not even saying a word. Thank you, Hayward's not even saying. She is so regal. Words do not even need to be expressed.
I guess we need to unmute her.
Unmute.
Oh, yes. See, I was talking. Let me do it again. Hello, my loyal subjects. Hello. Good evening. Yeah, these last 2 weeks at this new job been crazy. So yeah, I've been keeping quiet. My hair look a mess. I'm just trying to survive these my probation period.
Girl, your looks and your hair looks beautiful as always. So
thank you.
Yes, you are looking radiant.
I bathed today.
You're looking very extra radiant, and maybe you can tell us what's going on with all this radiant and all this glow going on.
You know what? Black love, that's all I can say. Black.
Oh, I love that. Oh, yeah, I love it. And we've got Gary Hines from Sounds of Blackness joining us on our panel as well. Hey, hi, Gary.
Hey, blessings, Queen Adasa.
How are you today?
I am blessed through it all, honored to be a part of this amazing family, and the pleasure and honor is all mine.
Oh, it's wonderful to see you. And how's your week been, Gary?
Hectic, frantic, crazed, but blessed through it all.
Oh, wonderful. And today, our special guest. I can see him smiling in the background, smiling and laughing in the background. Oh, yes. Grammy nominated. Has played with so many superb bands and artists. It's incredible. It's international acclaimed percussionist, artist, songwriter, producer, Victor Alando. Hey, Victor.
Good morning,
Welcome.
Good morning.
Hello.
Welcome, brother.
Wow, I paid you well, didn't I?
You did. You know, I can treat myself this weekend. Thank you very much, Victor. You are very kind.
Hey, everybody else, how you doing?
Hey, Victor.
Hey, my brother, welcome.
Great.
Yeah, welcome. Pleasure to have you on the show, brother.
Yeah, I'm glad to wake up and be here.
Yes, sir. Blessings from Sounds of Blackness.
When you do a gig the day before, you don't wake up the next day.
So, Victor, you are part of the panel, but you are such a great artist. How many years have you been in the industry? many years, well over 40 years by now.
Yeah, I'm a baby, but I've been in it 51 years now.
Wow.
Just performing and playing and acting, writing, producing, being in movies, doing albums. I've thank God every day that I have run the gambit of the things that I've done. And I just woke up praying this morning. I guess there's more stuff for me to do because I'm still here.
It doesn't stop. It keeps on going. You've got many, much more mileage on with you. So hey, here you go. Wow. Richard Pryor lookalike.
Oh man.
Don't start. I told you don't bring that up. That's in my past.
That's your past. Oh, so bear with me. I'm just recovering from a little cough, but
Yes,
the
you
show
are.
must go on. The show must go on. So yeah, it's been an interesting week, and
I'll call you back, okay?
live live TV, eh? Oh, live TV. That's what it's all about. Did you see there was was it a basketball player or football player? He was in a conference and his mum called him and then he stopped and then he picked up the phone. He's like, "Hello, mummy." I thought that was so cute. And he was having a little small conversation with her, and then he went back to the conference. And I was like, and what he said he never misses a call from his mum. It doesn't matter where he is, what he's doing, he will always pick up that call. Because to be honest, really, because sometimes you just don't know if that's your last call. So
Yeah.
it's so important to pick up that call. Yeah, really important. So, and sometimes when your mind tells you to call somebody, just call them. Even if it seems very random, even if the time of day seems a little bit off kilter, call them. Really call them because you just don't really know. It could save their life, could even end up saving their life. It's happened to me. I've called somebody, just been on my brain, called them, and they had a diabetic attack,
Mm.
Oh wow.
and I knew something was wrong. And to cut a long story short, if I hadn't called them, then I wouldn't have known something was wrong. And I called the ambulance. They didn't even want me to call the ambulance because they didn't even know what was going on with themselves.
Right.
And the ambulance came just in time before they got into a real deep coma.
Mm.
So when your instincts tell you to do something, just do it. Yeah. And especially if you're picking up an energy over that phone and you think something's not quite right, you know, and sometimes that person could be in danger and they're not quite talking the way they usually talk. And you get some people like, what did you say? What did you mean? No, listen, don't do that. Don't do that. Listen very attentively and just listen to their tone and ask the question, are you okay?
Mhm.
Are you okay? Because based on how they answer it, you'll be able to pick up if they're not okay, but they're saying they're okay because of their surroundings.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got to be really in tune, very intuitive. Yeah, yeah. Anyway. Anyway, we are here today. Actually, I'm going to start off because Gary is here for the first half of the show, and then he's going to go on the second half. So I am gonna start with our hot topic early today.
Dun dun dun.
Let's hit the drums. I wish I had the drum. I have the drums in the other room. I haven't got it in this room. Oh, Victor Orlando's got loads of drums. Yeah, you got loads of drums. I got one of them. I got one of them, Victor. Uh, yeah. So our hot subject is, and the reason why I came to this hot subject, there is. Am I allowed to say who the person is? I don't even know if I'm allowed to say, but I probably won't. Just there is a comedian. There is a comedian that does skits. Comedy skits and does it on YouTube and Facebook. Well known, and really over the last couple of years, really blown up. I'm hooked. I must admit, I don't watch television. No, but I watch these clips. I'm hooked on these clips. I love it, and the reason why I love it, it has a comedy edge because I love comedy, and two, is a very sort of real life. It comes up with a lot of real life scenarios that a lot of people can learn from. People make some crazy decisions, and it gives you time to self-reflect as well. What have you done in the past? What have you said to somebody, done to somebody, behaved that has had an impact on them? And also karma comes back to you, and it comes back in all different disguises. It really does. That's how the universe operates. It's not fair, but that's how it goes. So always try to walk on the right side. That's the message that keeps echoing from these series. So one of the series, there's a lady, and she reunited with a long lost love. That's a whole scenario within itself. I can go touch on that later on. But to cut a long story short, she was getting married to a long lost love. They were at the church, right at the altar. And when they say, if there's anybody that would like to say anything, well, nobody said anything. So I thought, wow, nobody said anything. That's great. The wedding's going to go ahead. Then there was a slight silence. To me, but I'm not going to say my opinion. I'm just going to put it out there. She invited 3 of her exes to the wedding. One of her exes gave her away. One of the other ex was a good friend of her to-be husband. And then the third ex was sitting down with his wife. And it was the third ex sitting down with his wife that got up and said, stop, don't do it. Don't get married. And he poured out his undying love for this lady. And she just stood there like in shock. She was like, no, that's all she kept saying. No. And the to-be husband walked out. He doesn't want anything to do with her. He said, no smoke without fire. She must have done something or said something that led him on to make him do that. And he said he could see from her body language, her face, that she had something to do with that. And he doesn't want her back. The trust is gone. So what do you think? Would you invite your ex to your wedding? Have you invited any of your ex to your parties or any function?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because, I don't think men want to see who had you. Or who been with you. Like, I just think as a man, I think they would feel some type of way. And I just think it's out of respect. I don't care how cool you are. And like I mentioned to you earlier, me and my boyfriend was just talking about this. I better not even think about it, I mean, unless we're at a function and they just happen to be there, I'm not inviting them. I'm not. Because I don't want my boyfriend to feel no type of way. I don't want his girlfriend to feel any type of way. Because sometimes people say, "That was your girlfriend." Yeah, that singer. Like, I had somebody approach me before, a female, and he wasn't even there. I know you're Tangeray, and I'm like, okay, who are you? Like, I wasn't even thinking about him, but you brought his name up for what? Like, I had lost my appetite and everything that night after that. I wanted to knock her out. I say absolutely not. I am not inviting any of my exes to my wedding.
Fair enough. What about anybody else?
I don't care if it was my child's father. I'm not doing it.
I mean, I wouldn't personally invite anybody to a wedding. However, it made me think because my first wife, her and I have been divorced since 2013, but we have a adopted daughter together, and they're down in Texas. So I made a few trips down to Texas to actually see my daughter. But she's actually getting remarried this next week. And her fiance, soon to be husband, when I was down there last time, it was like we were long lost brothers or something. It was like, we were watching the game, sitting out in the driveway, drinking beer and talking stuff like they do in Texas. And him and his boys all got those Polaris slingshots, all for tricked out. And so he was out taking me for a ride in that. And it's like, now I could see hanging out at the reception, but I wouldn't want to be at the wedding. And then if I was, my last wedding, I got married in Las Vegas. And, that part you were talking about, does anybody see why these two should not be married? Whatever you guys say now. I was just kind of like, I hope this crazy girl I didn't used to date pop up and all of a sudden say, hell no, you ain't getting married. So yeah, I could see how that could be very awkward. And so
don't go to Texas. Don't do it, man. It's a setup. Don't do it. It's a setup.
No, actually, they're gonna be in Las Vegas for it. So.
Oh, okay. It's a setup. Don't.
Yeah, but I'm actually happy that she is getting married. Found somebody else good for her, whatever. I don't have any animosity because we didn't work out, so no sour grapes there.
Gary.
Well, I would agree with what I've heard so far. I think too many possibilities for negativity with by inviting exes. If they showed up, just on their own or whatever kind of thing, that then they just showed up, but not. I would not have initiated it, because there's still the potential for residual feelings, to reemerge that they may have thought that they had subdued, but then they see this scenario, and why not me and what happened to us, and the next thing you know, you got drama that you neither need or want. So I would be with the group that would not invite exes.
Okay. Cool.
Victor laughing.
I'm going to say my bit. But I just want to hear everybody else's bit.
Wow, this is nothing but a movie. That situation is straight a comedic movie, which they've done movies about that. Fresh Prince had a situation. Whitney was getting married to somebody else, and Dwayne ran in that situation. One of those crazy, what's that little short comedian name that just runs his mouth to so much. He was in a movie and they had some stuff and the girl was on the stage and a bunch of exes was in the audience and they were saying, don't do it. And it's just a movie. But no, I have all my weddings at the courthouse where nothing but criminals are there. So ain't nobody gonna recognize me. I just go down to the courthouse. Yeah, I do. Give me the ring. Let's go. And that's it. It's over with. But no, yeah. What part of Texas did you go to?
Down in Temple.
I'm from Dallas. I'm from
Oakland. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Cowboys all the way. Yay.
Ah, man. You
But
know,
no, uh,
oh, I was gonna say, don't get too excited because you know what happens to the Cowboys in January.
stop. Anyhow, no, what was the comedian's name, Odessa?
Was it Kevin Hart?
No, it's I think we can say it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Country Wayne.
Oh, Country Wayne is stupid. You know he's a comedian, right? He's a
Yeah.
comedian. I haven't heard his whole comedic platform yet, but the show where he comes, I mean, he plays the dumb country skit, so that's him. So him and all of those women that he has at that house, and he's always flicking up, and he's watching the Cowboy game, and they lose, and his
Oh,
cousin
that
wants
was
his
his
money.
older shows. Yes, that's his
Yeah,
old. Yeah,
his cousin wants his money, and he ain't trying to give it to him. He's hilarious. He's stupid hilarious.
yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
But yeah,
Yeah.
he would set up something stupid like that, you know. But
Yeah.
but yeah, that's a movie within itself. You don't do that. You're a recipe for disaster. You know, like DJ was saying, you sitting in the back of your head, is anybody gonna stand up and say anything? Just or even cough out loud, whatever. Just an accidental cough, and you go like, "Oh my God, what was that? And what's about to happen next?" So you don't even do it. You just, like I said, go down to the courthouse. I got married in Vegas once, at a chapel, 4th of July, and to this day the fireworks are over. So I'm not. Even,
Yeah.
I don't even look at the 4th of July the same way anymore.
I've played for like hundreds of weddings over the years, and I say that to say this. One time I was playing for a wedding, a big wedding, church packed, a big wedding party, and all that kind of thing. And we've all been to, I'm sure, lots of weddings, and usually when the minister gets to that part, if anyone present sees why these two should not be joined, let them speak now or hold their peace, and then they just do like a quick pause and go on with the rest of the service. This Negro on that day, this minister, and I have no idea why, when he got to that part, anyone here sees any reason these two should not be joined, let them speak now or forever hold their peace. And I exaggerate not, my family. He looked to his left. He looked to his right. He looked back to his left. He looked back to his right. He looked down the center. He looked up in the balcony. And this is over now, about 2 minutes have gone by. And folks are like, what's up? I mean, this brother man knows something we don't know. But he paused for a good 3 minutes, which may not sound long. But I mean, in the terms of a wedding, that's like TV time. That's an eternity, 3 minutes. Bottom line, fortunately, nobody stood up. But to this day, when I think of that wedding, and I do frequently, I think Brother Man knew something that the rest of us didn't know that had the potential to jump off or again. Because I had never, like I said, I played for hundreds of weddings. I'd never seen anything like that.
Wow. I think he did know something.
Yeah, and then that's a true story.
Wow.
I'm sitting at the piano. It's like, well, should I play something? Or what's up?
Oh no. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't do it. I don't. I think it's crazy to invite exes to these sort of functions. It's just you're. It's. I think it's insensitive. I think it's disrespectful as well. It's disrespectful to the person you're marrying, their friends, their family, to yourself as well. You're shooting your own self in your own foot. Because no one knows what goes on in the next person's mind, as you were saying, Gary. You can never vouch 100% for anybody. You can never say they're cool. They're all right. They're not going to say anything. They're cool. They've moved on totally. You just don't know. And also, people don't know themselves. People might think, I've moved on. I don't care about them. I don't even think about them. And they may really don't think about that person. But then if that scenario comes up in front of them, then you don't know what type of emotions that come up. So the best thing, you don't put yourself in certain situations, because certain situations can test individuals, because we're all human at the end of the day. And when human beings are vulnerable, when human beings have once loved and lost, you don't know whatever took them to love in the beginning, that can spark. There's a saying in Jamaica called old fire stick easy to light. Yeah. And you have to be very careful that when that is removed, that person's removed, keep them well away removed. Don't bring them into your new joy, because that's your new joy, that's your present and your future. And don't bring anything from the past into that. And a lot of people argue, oh no, we got on really well, they know my sister, they know my uncle, they get on really well with my brother or my dad or whatever. I don't care who they get on well with. That's fine. That's beyond your control. But if there is things that are within your control, then you make it under your control.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you now, I'm jumping. She starts singing "Congratulations" by Vesta. I'm jumping. Talking about, I thought it should have been me. Yeah, all right. We're gonna have a wedding and a funeral on that same day.
Don't make me laugh. It shouldn't be. Oh, do you know what? I love that song. Do you know? When I was younger, I used to play that song. Well, ask my sister anyway to play that song all the time. I just loved it.
Oh yeah, I used to sing it when I was like 7, but let them try it. Let them try it. It'll be a wedding and a funeral on the same day. You'd be hearing about it all on social media. They be like, the Queen of Philadelphia done went crazy. The bride done jumped on the lady.
And I'm
Hey Queen, that's so at the same day you have me playing "Here Come the Bride" and then "Going Up Yonder."
exactly.
Anybody ask you where you're going?
No.
That's
That's too funny.
Queen Adasa, my mom, rest her soul. I think I've told you. Her side of the family is from Kingston, Jamaica. So I just had to say I hadn't heard that expression in years, kind of thing. So yeah, and that was part one, and then part two is in terms of what Queen Tangeray was saying. There may be another reason why. I mean, exes, whatever, may think they're good, kind of thing. And sometimes we believe in our hearts and even our mind that we're good with something until it's in our face, and it's like, and maybe they like I say, they legitimately believed or thought that, but then when they saw them or right in the presence of, they would start feeling some kind of way about it, kind of thing, and they hadn't even expected that to happen.
Yep, absolutely. And you don't put yourself in that position. And also, you have a personal responsibility, because if you truly love that man or truly love that woman, then with love comes deep respect. And with that comes compassion. With that comes understanding and consideration of their feelings. So you do anything in your power to safeguard that. You don't do anything risky or to help other people, because the relationship is between you and the other person. So you are not going to do anything that's going to hurt them, that's going to make them feel uncomfortable, unhappy, sad, all these different negative emotions. You're trying to stay well away from those things. You want to bring joy into their life. You want to bring stability into their life. You want to bring peace into their life. You want to bring trust, sincerity, love, and you want to bring all those positive things into their life, into both your lives as a union. So all these other things is just bringing mess to make who happy. That's the question mark. Mess to make who happy, because it's not making the other person happy. So you have to really dig deep and ask, who are you making happy? And you have to be truthful to yourself. And really, if you go to the depths of your soul, because there's been people listening to this show or listening to the repeat, and some of them have actually done this. They've actually invited their ex to certain things, and they think it's okay. They think it's cool. But who are you impressing? Who are you making comfortable? Because it's not your significant other. It's not even about them. Is it you? Is it your ex? Those are the questions that you have to ask. Then you have to ask yourself, then you're not working on the right frequency in regards to being a couple. You are working on a solo frequency, a selfish frequency, an egotistic frequency, a frequency that likes excitement, drama. And that is not conducive to a blossoming, fruitful relationship. So all those people that have done that and are doing that or are going to do that, they need to think again.
Yeah. Or they be going up yonder. Yeah.
You should be talking to my ex. She should be tuning in. Oh, my ex, we were cool until we were getting ready to do a show. She was a vocalist and I'm the percussionist producer of the show. And she says, I want my ex-husband to play guitar on the show. Red flags they couldn't have been no more brighter red than that. Wow. And I'm like, you got to be losing your mind. Are you serious? When we wrote these songs together and he knows the chord change, like another Negro can't learn a chord change to the dadgum song. And at that point, like you said, the respect really went out the window. That relationship had a lot of red flags, but that was one of them that really got to me, because the person actually brought that to the table, thought that was going to fly, and was pissed because I was saying no. I'm like, whoa, that's 3 strikes right there. You can go up for prison for many terms for 3 strikes. But she actually wanted her husband to play guitar in my band because he knew the chord changes to her song. So to show you how crazy this person was, she actually did that with her now new boyfriend, and he's playing in her band. I looked at a video and I was like, is that homeboy on guitar? Oh no, she didn't add him. Oh my God. That's what she did. So what you just said, a person that is insensitive, doesn't know she's inviting drama, but she is, but has no clue that it is drama. It's egotistical that you want to do something like that how do you think that would have made me feel on stage, and all of my friends looking up, Vic, ain't that her? Yeah. So it never happened. And to this day, we're not happening because of the amount of red flags that did happen. Till I finally just put all the red flags in the suitcase and burn them. Set fire to that suitcase, boy. Suitcase full of red flag. After 5 years, there was nothing else I could do. But yeah, that topic of that saying you were talking about, I wish she was watching.
Oh, you're too funny, Victor.
Somewhere, hey. You don't bring your boyfriend. You don't bring your boyfriend to your ex-boyfriend's wedding nothing, to play guitar, to even be there. You don't invite him.
Right.
Yeah.
No, and I think it's crazy when people think it's okay. I really do, because most of the time, most of the time, it ends up
Something.
being disaster later on down the line. Maybe not there and then, but later on down the line. And it's like something that erodes. So what you've done, you've planted something, and it may have, at that moment, it may have gone over the other person's head, you think, but there's a stain there. And
Hmm.
even the other person might not even notice there's a stain. And as things go by, then they notice other things go on, because all of a sudden there's no boundaries anymore. So you think that you can do or say whatever you want to do or say. It's okay, because they've already allowed this, I call it disrespect, to happen. And so the cycle continues, and then the relationship, it starts to erode until eventually it's doomed. It's destined to doom. And we as human beings, we overlook a lot of things because we think, oh, for all sorts of reasons, sometimes loneliness, you know uh, all sorts of reasons. I won't go into all the other reasons, but there's a multitude of reasons, yeah, why people overlook things. But if you want to really healthy I know people ain't perfect, but don't use that as a as a as a tool to try and get away with everything. Get away with things that you're not supposed to do. That is not the word to use. That's not the attitude to have. Oh, well, nobody's perfect. No, no. You've got to be mindful. You've got to apply mindfulness and respect. Very important. If you say you love that man or that woman, mindfulness and respect is key components. Key components. You
Hmm.
can't ignore it. When you do things like that, you are not showing any respect, and you're not showing any mindfulness in any shape, or no matter how much you think, oh, they're cool with me, they're cool with my mom, my dad, my sister, my brother. And if your family as well is really supportive of your happiness, they will know that your decision is the right decision. They would not be encouraging you to do those things anyway.
I got one last thing. What about, okay, let's jump from what you're talking about to and apply it to this generation now.
Yes.
It's not entanglement, the blended situation where everybody, there's a family, they broke up, and then there's a new family, and now they're blending them and trying to raise kids and invite the others to weddings, and that's the new thing that's coming down the pipe, which goes back to what you said. uh, what's going on in their minds, and what are they setting up for the kids to see and to understand. There won't be any morals there, because there's no boundaries. You've blended two different respects, or two different disrespects, because it really does go back to respecting. When my first marriage happened and ended, I came to LA. My wife's sister and her whole side of the family took me in and helped me in my career. And but I never put them on any other relationship that I dealt with. They were never a part of that. They were never brought over to the house. They were never mentioned. They were my set little situation that helped me out. Billy is my sister. She's actually my sister-in-law, but I call her my sister because she takes care of me. She asks about my other friends and stuff and say, "Oh boy, you just out there." And I'm like, "No, I'm not out there. Just because I play music, I'm not out there like that." But they all think that. But it's so weird. I never brought that family into any other relationship because of the respect and because of the drama that would and could go with that situation. But there's and people say, you still friends with them? Yep. The daughters are grown up and got kids. Billy's, they all moved to Arizona, so nobody's in LA. But I respected anybody else I was with, and that family. I never mixed them. But this blended millennial blended thing now, everybody's bringing everybody into the pot and thinking, like you said, oh, it's okay, it's all fine. I'm cool with the ex-husband and the ex-wives going to the kitchen and cooking stuff and laugh and chop it up. And you're like, really? Where is your mind? This is, it just doesn't seem right and natural.
Yeah. There'll be a whole load of a herd of people maybe giving comments saying, "Oh no, we do it. It's okay. It's fine." Sometimes you don't see it until years later. The impact.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it does. It can have impact on the children, as you said, and it has impact on the relationship years later. It's just a build-up of things, and then you wonder, oh, how comes the relationship broke down? But these were all the little things that came together, that mounted up into something big, a crescendo, and then that was the fall of it. But they don't realize that was a contributing factor. They just you gotta know yourself. You gotta know yourself. You gotta know people, and it's good. It's good to have a moral standing. I'm not gonna say what people should do and what religions people should follow. People, it's up to them, but have some moral standing, and the moral standing does help a lot. Yeah.
You know what I just noticed?
What's that?
DJ and Tangeray. You both have the same piano. Y'all play piano and y'all both.
That's our fabulous background.
I just sit here and went, wow, there's some rich people. Both of them got
our place is so big, we have a piano on each end.
They're in the studio. That's the studio, Victor. You know that?
I'm that dumb that I sit here like, oh gosh, they got pianos. All I got is a picture back there. one picture and one drum. And they got multi-million baby grands. You know, baby grand is expensive when the top is up.
Right.
You're so funny. You're too funny.
That's an Elton John piano back there. The top is up. At any moment, you can swing around and roll over. But I was sitting there and I was like, they got the same couch too.
You're not right. You're not right, Victor.
Are they really, man? Tangeray Boozadelic, Haywood, or Tangeray Boozadelic, they're married. They just in a different in the same mix. Me and Gary, we ain't got nothing. We got a bare wall, one picture, and a drum, and one bottle of water.
Oh goodness!
Let me stop. Serious topic about serious rhythm. Don't bring your piano into her piano because they're gonna have drum.
Right.
That don't sound right, Victor. Do you know what?
Don't blend them two pianos and them two couches.
That's not why that's going good. You're too much.
I'm so old and dumb. I just noticed you had a upside down Prince thing on your hat too. I'm like, what is that?
That's an ankh.
Oh, see,
I've been drinking before you came on tonight.
Prince.
Okay, this is
Now,
some
I can
purified,
kind of see that though, because when I lean back, it looks a little distorted.
yeah, this is some purified water. I guess
You
I ain't
sure? Because my
purified.
grandmom used to, sell some corn liquor in containers like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
that grain alcohol.
well, right.
Right,
Well,
right.
this is the white. This is the
things.
white alcohol. I mean, I'm sitting here going, I am taking no meds this morning. They got the same front door. They got the same brown pillar. She talking about blending stuff. I'm like, okay, y'all got a
Right.
blending thing going that we don't know about, and y'all can deal with that later. But you know,
We've been trying to keep it on the hush.
You know?
but the piano brings it out. I mean, the
Right,
piano.
yeah.
Confessing. Oh my goodness.
We're actually sitting next to each other.
And they're next to each other.
Right.
They are.
I'm telling you, y'all both got a cameraman. One is angling that way, and one is angling that way.
Right.
But it's the same fireplace, same fire in there. I see the same flames going up at the same time.
Twin flames, Victor. Twin flames.
Twin blend.
We're in our family room.
Yeah. Hey,
That's some Steven Spielberg mess right there.
okay.
Flames going up at the same time. You're in Philadelphia and you're in London? Wow.
Right.
Now, I'm actually in Portland, Oregon.
Oh, okay. And where are you, Tangeray?
Philadelphia.
Okay, see, that makes it even worse. Y'all that's the line y'all gonna kind of stick with it. Same piano, same couch, same fireplace, but you in Philadelphia and you in Portland. I'm really supposed to be dumb this morning. Okay, I'll stop. We are gathered here today. We're going to talk about relationships between people, blending and mixing and bringing all sorts of folks into your business. Leave the Negroes at home. They ain't part of the wedding. Don't come. You didn't get an invitation, did you? Is your name on the list? You ain't on the list. Go back home.
A mud bone.
When I first came up here, I drove up here in a tractor.
Yeah,
Right? 746 miles on one
tank of gas.
Yeah.
Had to leave Tupelo.
Had to go down to the depot, pick up Miss Gary's wife for him. She had brought her back. She slapped me upside the head. I said, I don't like that. So I got back there and I dug a hole in the toilet. I was just hiding the bushes and waiting till she went to the bathroom. She went in there and I heard her come go whoosh. I was happy after that. Let me stop.
Oh man.
Somebody stop me. Has anybody seen Black Dynamite, the movie Black Dynamite? Okay, well, I'm in it playing Richard Pryor. So
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Watch it again.
Yes,
all
sir.
right, Jess, I'm sorry to take over your show, honey. Go back and what's your second topic? What's your next topic now? Crazy Negroes that take over the show.
We're gonna play a little bit of you. We're gonna play a little bit of you. We're gonna play the passage.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Here's a passage with Victor Orlando. Enjoy.
Enjoy, y'all.
Nice.
Oh, that was. I love
Like
that.
that. Thank you so very much, guys. Thank you. I appreciate that. That was
Love the.
that was Tony Grant from the Temptations, the new lead singer from the Temptations. That's Tony on vocals.
Oh, okay.
And Ronnie Martin is from America's Got Talent. She won. The lady on the right. The other lady is Trisha Mann Grant, Tony Grant's wife, who's in Family Business on, I think it's Netflix or one of those things. It's called Family Business. One of those
Oh, yeah.
Carl Weber shows, yeah. And the other guy is Vince Walker. And that was called that video was the making of, which showed behind the scenes of how we were doing it. And I'm just glad y'all like it. I'm glad everybody likes it.
Absolutely love it, my brother. Man, oh man. That's you are kindred spirits with Sounds of Blackness.
Oh, I appreciate that. I love Sounds of Blackness. Are you singing with them or sung with them before?
I'm the music director.
Okay. I listen to them all the time. Actually, I did a Christmas musical, and I was using the songs that they did, "Oh Holy Night," and all the Christmas songs that they did that was up tempo and crazy and just off the chain. I'm like, and Tony and Trisha sung on that show I did out at Universal Studios a few years back, because I just love the energy of that sound and the music they were doing.
Oh, thank you, brother. Well, we have in common that we always reference and revere the motherland. And so I love not only the track, the performance, the video, the lyrics, everything.
Thank you. I wrote it as an African tribal spiritual song in my mind. I'd never done it before. I mean, I'd never written before, but I'd never done that. And then I laid the track, and I played 17 African instruments on that. 17 different ones.
Oh, man.
And there's no drummer on it. I'm playing cajon. That was the drum beat that started the whole thing. And then I layered. And I'm sitting in the studio and we're doing mixing and tweaking. I don't know how to turn a knob. I couldn't turn a knob if you gave me $10 million. Vic, I'll put some sweetener on this. I go in there and get some sugar and pour over the top of it. So I don't know knobs. So I'm sitting there, and then God said, okay, got the tracks. I got some lyrics for you. We like to sing. We like to pray.
Yeah.
We like to worship. This is our passage. I'm like, Chad, give me a pencil, quick. Give me a pencil.
Yep.
5 seconds from now, I'm going to forget what I just said.
Yeah.
I grabbed that pencil and started writing and started getting that head going and getting this little thing back here. This is my time. This is my metronome.
Your princely lock.
Tinkle. Get that going, and the lyrics start coming. And then I started thinking the whole theme of the song is written around a Harriet Tubman dream. She's freeing the slaves, but you have to stay on this. You got to stay behind me, stay on this passage. Now flip it to us. We got to stay on the pathway that Jesus has for us. If he's guiding us, Simon getting out of the boat, trying to walk to Jesus, and he said, keep your eye right here, because if you don't, you're going to fall off. And he fell. Keep your eye on Harriet, or you won't make it to the other side of freedom. So I'm thinking all of this as I'm creating this song. Stay on the passage. This is the pathway. And those lyrics, and then as we're on our journey, we must pray. All they did was pray and sing, trying to get from one place to the other. And that's why I did it. And then I went over on YouTube and pulled up African Tribal Spiritual. And I'm listening to the songs that they do, the Africans, the guys, some other people. I'm like, my song, that sounds like my song. That let me know how close to the universe.
Yes, sir.
There's nothing new. Everything musical is in the air. You just got to go up there and grab your 8 bars here and your 8 bars there. And when I finished the song, somebody said, hey, Vic, you know you got Rocky horns in there from the movie Rocky. I was like, well, Sylvester Stallone gonna have to sue me. I ain't taking them out.
Right.
I didn't know that I did that. That's how I'm saying. I just reached up and I don't know how to play keyboards. So I reached over there and I went, I like that. I like that. And I played the whole little 4 bars. I didn't know.
Oh, you that.
I taped it because I didn't know what I was playing.
Yeah.
All I knew, I was moving my fingers and it sounded good to me. I did not have a clue that they were Rocky horns until somebody mentioned it later.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he just gonna have to find me and sue me. I am not coming up for no more new horn lines.
Yeah. No, a
It's
great song, man. Everything. Touchdown.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Just like the Cowboys. Thank you. Touchdown.
I love that song. I love that song.
And of course, that's the long version because I originally started it for an instrumental. Now the shorter version for radio, the radio mix, starts out with the background vocals doing their thing, and then the music comes in, and all of the solos are cut out, and the little African people say, "Where'd you get those African guys?" Well, they were selling oranges on the side of the freeway, and I just asked them to come be in a video. They said, "Okay."
I love it though.
Yeah.
I love the video. I love it. It's great. I also like the bit when they're jumping up and down. I like their outfit, what they got on the clothing, the different colors. Yeah.
Yeah, my graphics guy, when I was explaining what I wanted in the video, I said, get me some Africans, get me those jumping Africans, and get me that James Brown African dude that just his legs. Give me the James Brown African and my something with an M, them jumping dudes.
Oh, the Maasai?
Yeah, them people. See, he know the words and everything. And then I don't know where he got the little girl from with the little 60s flowers in her hair. And I don't know where he got the 3 little, I call them little 3 little African gay dudes.
Victor.
Check the LGBT community coming to me. What did you call them, Africans? Oh, nothing. They just some happy Africans.
Only Victor.
Right.
I'm sorry. I'll stop. But thank you again for liking that too. I originally wanted thought about Sounds of Blackness and thought about Lady Smith.
Yes.
I thought about both of them to do the background of that when I finally got to where there was the chorus. And I put out in LA, hey, can you, and they was like, the dollar signs went through their head. They thought just because I played from the Gap Band, I didn't have Charlie Wilson money. So I'm still a percussionist. I got about, $57 in my account. So that's way past my budget. But that's the sound that I wanted in that background of those 2 sounds is what I wanted.
Yeah.
But we doubled and tripled and layered what we did.
Yep.
So, we made it work. Some colored people out of LA made it work.
Oh. Well, mission accomplished.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you. I'm trying to get it on somebody's soundtrack, somebody's movie, something. I want it be, it's worth. I feel it's worthy of stuff. I don't know how y'all do music. If I wrote it, produced it, recorded it, and I like it, that's where it stops for me. If God gave it to me, that's where it stops. If anybody else likes it, that's the blessing.
Right.
You don't write it. You don't write it for 50 people to like, because all 50 of them ain't gonna like it.
Right.
For you to like, for you to love, for you to enjoy, for you to cry over, for you to think, oh my God, look what God gave me.
Yes.
Give it to somebody else and see if they come back with the same thing. Just like what y'all just did.
Yes, sir.
I don't look for Grammys. I don't look for awards. Although I do have a star on the wall of Hollywood. I don't look for those awards, but they, every now and then somebody recognizes me. But then you get your picture put on your own wall. It's not like a piano in your living room, but you put your picture on the. I guess I'm gonna have to put my drum on the wall. There it goes, right next to me. There.
Yeah. There you go.
But yeah, that was called The Passage, and I have my other African song called Serengeti, which is a nice jazz piece called Serengeti.
Okay.
And I got Manyungo from Stevie Wonder's band playing on that, talking drums. I actually have a xylophone, an African xylophone, because I wanted a certain sound in that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just sitting over here creating it. Like I said, I don't know how to write. I don't know how to play anything. I just know how to create and say it over a microphone on my phone, and then turn it to the horn players and say, "This is what I want." Or the keyboard players, "This is what it sounds like I want. Now you play what I want."
Right.
And then it comes back and I'm like, that is what I wanted. But it sounds better coming from you than coming from me.
Right.
So that's kind of how I started writing. And plucking all of that that's on the keyboard, but it's percussion. And when I was just rhythmically playing around with it, it was locking. And I said, "Oh my God, where's my phone with the tape recorder? Because I don't know what I hit. I don't know where it's going, but it sounds good." And I sent it off.
But I saw you on Kalimba too, brother. Maurice White, rest his soul, would be very happy.
I have 3 Kalimbas now. I play with an Earth, Wind & Fire group. So I finally got an electronic kalimba where you plug a cord into the back and you can go go out of the amplifier. But I have an African kalimba and I have a regular kalimba, and then I have that one. Because I love the kalimba sound and the kalimba song, and he must be gone. He had to go to lunch. So yeah.
Gary could only do the first half of the show. He sends his apologies. Yeah.
Oh, apologies accepted, sir.
He actually went over a little bit of time.
7 minutes.
Yeah, he went over 7 minutes of his time. Oh, he's back. Oh, he's back. Maybe he's coming back to say goodbye.
Yeah, a little technical difficulty there, but I was saying that I saw you on Kalimba too, and I know that Maurice White, rest his soul, would be very happy. Earth, Wind & Fire.
Yes, sir. Well, I play with Larry Dunn, with Larry Dunn's orchestra. So, and then we played the song Kalimba. And so I just went out, I'm learning how to do, it's a piano.
Right.
Like yours, not like yours, but it's a piano. And I'm learning to work those thumbs.
Yes.
But that is actually what started that song, The Passage. During COVID, I was sitting up here going crazy like everybody else. And God was like, "What do you do?" I said, "I play music." "What's in your room?" And I looked around, it's like instruments. And he's like, "And?" I was like, "Okay, I take it that's a message. Start just tapping on stuff." And I picked up the kalimba in the middle of the night, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, where it's so quiet and the ambiance and the acoustics are great. I went ding-on-doom, ding-on-doom. I like that. Ding-on-doom. Wasn't but 3 notes, but it was the starting of a melody. And then I put the backup kalimba up under the bottom to answer. Ding-on-doom, doom, doom, ding-on-doom. I liked all of that. Next thing I know, every night before I went to bed, I was touching something.
Yep.
And that's what kind of created that song, The Passage.
Well, brother, 3 notes is all you needed. The great bluesman John Lee Hooker said you only need 1 note.
Yeah.
Gary, you look slightly different today. What is it?
I look different?
Slightly.
A royalty check came in.
Did you have a haircut?
Brother,
Did you have a haircut, Gary?
I could use several.
Did you cut your hair? Did you cut your hair?
I did not.
She being bad.
Yeah, I'm checking that. Because when somebody compliments somebody, "Hey, you have a new hairstyle, your makeup is different."
What?
She's being bad right now. It usually happens about the first hour. I knew it was coming.
You knew it was coming.
Because DJ Juan he's not on yet. So
He's not on.
So Queen Tangeray, what's Queen Adasa signifying?
What am I doing?
Well, you know what?
She wants to see the tank top.
They say signifying is worse than stealing and double dealing.
Whoa.
What am I doing? Thank you.
Well, what's she signifying, baby?
Your neck is showing.
Oh my God, I wasn't even looking at that. What innocent me? I'm innocent. I'm innocent.
Okay.
I got on a hoodie. And you know what? The reason you don't, I wasn't even thinking that. You know, brother Victor, they gave me a bad time last time I was in a tank top, you know, just and now I got a hoodie on. It's like, what's up? You know?
Oh,
but
wow.
I have you know, this is unheard of. We are like 25 degrees above normal here in Minneapolis. It is 50 degrees here in Minneapolis, which, you know, I mean, to us, that's a heat wave in December, you know. But anyway, I'm like,
are you in Minneapolis now?
Yes, sir. Native New Yorker, but many Sounds of Blackness are based out of, you know, all 52 years have been here in Minneapolis.
I just came from Minneapolis.
Really?
Doing the Prince thing, doing Prince's birthday week.
Oh, we performed out there with you know, and brother Londell McMillan and everybody.
Okay,
and,
we did. I was with Martin Kimber, who does a Prince thing. Martin Kimber's from. He sang with NPG, and he sang with
Levi.
Color Me. Well, Levi was there.
Yeah, Levi was there. Yeah.
So, but he was from Color Me Bad. He was the white boy from Color Me Bad.
Right.
And we did that Monday at some place in downtown Minneapolis. We did the
the one that was fighting.
Okay.
Huh?
The one that was fighting.
We had fun there. I didn't know you were there.
Yes, sir. So if downtown Minneapolis, you probably did. Well, it might have been First Avenue.
First Avenue Club.
The other one. It's another kind of. It's by some railroad tracks.
I think you might be talking about Bunkers.
I forget that. When you get this old, you do so many gigs, you forget them. Like the next day. But I do know the city, and by you saying that, and so if you're from Philly, you should hear my go-go song I have called "Time to Party."
Philly we don't listen to go-go. That's DC.
That's DC.
Ain't that on
DC go-go?
I mean, we like it, but that's more DC.
Yep, Chuck Brown and EU and all. I
thought everybody on that side of the coast, all of that.
Yeah, that's them Cowboys fans. That's what they always think. You know what I'm saying? No.
And on that note,
wait a minute. That's right.
On that note, I unfortunately have to get to the studio, but thank you all, and my apologies in advance. And this has been a blast, and I know you all got it. And you know, stay up, and as we always say, stay woke.
And Gary, I'm gonna be listening to Soul Holiday tonight because I'm gonna be cleaning. That's one of my favorite Christmas songs to play.
Oh, thank you. God bless you. We appreciate the love.
Yes.
Well, I'm listening to all of the Christmas songs that you all did because I love them. They were so energetic, and "Oh Come All Ye Faithful," all of that stuff was just amazing. I usually listen to it during this time, but it stuck with me ever since I first started listening to it.
Oh, God bless you, brother. Thank you so much on behalf of Sounds of Blackness. Those are from our Christmas musical, actually, which hopefully you'll be seeing one day. We haven't toured with it nationally for a while, but it's called The Night Before Christmas. And it's based on the poem, but from the Black side. So, you know, we have the stockings hung by the chimney with care come to life in the house and sing about what it's like to be a sock in the hood on Christmas Eve. And instead of the children were nestled all snug in their beds while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And our version, the children were nestled all snug in their beds while visions of chitlins danced in their heads. and the chitlins come to life and sing about what it's like to be a chitlin. And they say we're wrinkled and funky, but we're misunderstood. We don't look appetizing, but we sure taste good.
All right.
So you'll be hearing about The Night Before Christmas.
Please, I would love to. I'd love to even audition to play on that show with you.
You would be a great chitlin. Yeah.
So are we saying I'm wrinkled or I'm good?
Wrinkled, funky, and misunderstood. Don't look appetizing, but sure tastes good.
Wow, amazing.
I want to be a chitlin.
You got a chitlin personality. Now Trina Doctor, Adasa would probably be a reindeer, because Santa's got 8 fine reindeer, like Cotton Club fine sisters. So they represent the beauty of the Black woman. And I think Vuzadelic would probably be a sock, because the socks are like, they like the socks croon, you know, like Little Anthony and the Imperials, and like the crooner doo-wop kind of thing. So the socks are, you got that cool about you. So each one of you have your Christmas show character.
Wow.
Okay, I'm the reindeer.
I'm a
Okay.
chitlin.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna get on Facebook and say, Gary Hines said I'm a chitlin.
All right, y'all take care, and God bless.
All
All
right,
right,
Gary.
Gary. See,
All
catch you
right.
next week.
Take care. See you
All right,
next week.
thank you.
Bye for
You
now.
won't be able to tell me nothing. Gary Hines told me I'm a chitlin. I don't want no phone calls. No phone calls for the rest of this week.
I love that. That was so funny.
Yeah. But going back to Victor, when you were talking about, you know, you'd be laying in the bed or whatever, and you need to write something down. That kind of reminded me of a conversation I had with my buddy Ultra Van Chrome. He's a musician up north of me, and he's like, "Man, keep your recorder by you, because in the middle of the night you just might wake up and just like, I don't care how stupid it sounds, hum it into your phone, and then that way you can go sit down at your DAW and figure it out later." And that's what I do now when I make mine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Prince had it the best, because all he'd do was wake up and go downstairs,
Yeah.
you know, in his whole studio, and he never had to worry about waking up or going to sleep. He just, an idea hit me, bam, he's down there. I put all of my stuff I used back in the day, if I had a horn line while I was driving, I'd pick up the phone and call and say, "Honey, do not erase this. This is my horn line." Telling my wife, don't erase the phone, because she gets home before I do and hits play. Like, what the flip is this? Erase? No, that was my horn line. So I had to end up getting one of the recorders out of Best Buy and singing to it, so I would have it, and that's how I kept up with, just because an idea will hit you out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And you have to write it down or hum it somewhere so you won't forget it, and then patch it back there. Now this phone has memo memory or something, so I can hit play and it's recording as I'm saying stuff. Because somebody gave me GarageBand, and that's too hip for me. So I don't know how to put all of this stuff together. To loop the drums while you come back and tap the bass while you come back and no, I don't know how to do that. So I just make it simple and just sing in what I need to sing in and give it to the guys and let them do their magic. And I use female vocalists too a lot. So I can send a track to you, and within minutes you could send it back to me and go like, "What was this you wanted me to sing on?"
So I'd be interested. I want to know about the Gap Band years, because when I was in the high school, man, the Gap Band came on the scene. I remember was that Stupid Jill forgot her pill and now they have a son. I used to have one of the big tape players that require like 8 to 10 batteries, and I'd be walking into the basketball games. We be bumping that. And people are like, "Who's that, man? That's the Gap Band."
That's the Gap Band. I loved them before I knew of them. I mean, I loved listening to the music, but I originally started with Yarborough and Peoples.
Oh, okay, don't stop the music. Yeah.
Because we are from Dallas.
Okay.
And Robert Goody Whitfield had out Tonight I Feel Like I Want to Do Something. They were all on the same label, Total Experience label, with the Gap Band. But I was out touring with Buddy Miles and Ozone and Billy Preston. So when that was over with, my class was actually Auburn Peoples was my classmates in high school, and they called me up and said, "Hey, we're getting ready to go back out on tour with the Gap Band. You want to go?" And I'm like, "Do you have to ask that question? I'm ready. Let's go." And that's how I got hooked up with them, and that was a crazy 5 years of my life, being with Charlie Wilson, Ronnie Wilson, and Robert Wilson.
Okay.
It was fun. It definitely was musical. It definitely had drama, but it was amazing bridge to my career. And then after that, I went to Shaka and LL Cool J and Bobby Womack. Bobby Womack was I just put up the video, a part of a video on Facebook from Unsung. I'm on the Unsung with Bobby Womack.
Okay, I have to watch that one.
But yeah, from Gap Band on, it just started. I just started playing. Not started, but I was playing with tons of people. But my whole mantra in my career, 51 years, never drink, never smoked, never did drugs, stopped cussing in like 85. Just was the ultimate Christian that I'm hood, but I'm spiritual. Don't mess with my money. I will cut you with a cross. But that was me, and that's always been me and gonna be me.
Okay. The Yarbroughs and People Don't Stop the Music, that song holds a special place in my heart because I was listening to it, and I'll never forget my mom called me up and said that your grandma's had a stroke, and we're not sure she's going to make it. And I just let that song play over and over and over. And so every time I hear it, it makes me think about my grandmother.
That's amazing. That's
Yeah.
amazing. My mother passed, I think, on New Year's Day. So I'm in LA watching what we do, watch football on New Year's Day. So that day has a different meaning for me now.
Uh-huh.
I had to go back to Dallas and take care of all of that. But the New Year's Day call, you get that call on New Year's Day. But yeah, Don't Stop the Music and all of those guys and stuff. It just was a bridge to my career, a big bridge.
Wow.
Do you play stuff? You're a DJ. Do you play some of that stuff now still?
Oh yeah, I've got an old school funk show on Magnet, so I play a lot of that stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm the bongos on the outstanding the 12-inch.
Okay, that's my favorite version of that song.
Yeah. But
Okay.
yeah, the 12-inch is what they loop the percussion on in the beginning, and then they have a long break in the middle with percussion and stuff.
Yeah, and it seemed like they slowed it down a little bit too. It just like it grooves hard.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the second part of my happy journey that I did something like that. And I'm on Heartbeats I'm on a lot of the Yarbrough People's albums, Gap Band albums, and Goodies albums. I just finished doing Switch. Switch was my last group that I played with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Switch. I got that album.
Yeah.
I got a stack of vinyl still, and I remember seeing that album like a couple of weeks ago. I was going through there, and I was like, "Oh, I remember this one."
Yeah. Well, one of the last shows I did was Switch, and El DeBarge came on and sung on it. He did. We opened up for El, and then El came up and sung with us later.
Nice
show.
And I heard you mention LL Cool J in there. So now, what'd you do with LL?
It's so funny. So that this business is up and down. It's a roller coaster.
Right.
And for 51 years, I've been riding this roller coaster. Some days it's up, some days it's down, some days it's got twists and turns. Some days it even so fast and rocky it throws you off. But Jesus puts you back on. I get my ticket punched the next day to continue because that's my life. I didn't know I was going to be on a roller coaster in the beginning, but that's what it ends up being, a roller coaster. And if you're in it to win it, then you got to stay in it. So I go get my ticket punched every morning, and I'm back on for the ride for that day. Don't know what it's going to be. So there was a downtime when it was down and sitting for getting repaired, getting the wheels repaired or whatever. I took a job at a donut shop. So I'm the cashier while the little Asian guy behind me makes the donuts at 3:00 in the morning. I eat about 12.5 of them before 4:00 because I like them hot. And then I'm getting ready to get off at 7:00. And my nieces, the people I told you was taking care of me back in the day, Uncle Victor, they called me at the job. Uncle Victor, LL Cool J called you and said they wanted you at an audition in North Hollywood. I'm like, girl, stop. Ain't no LL Cool J called my house talking about they want me to come. Stop playing with me. How many donuts you want me to bring home? So no, Uncle Victor, they called. They want you at the third encore. Like, I'll see you when I get home. I took the donuts, got home, called the number. Third encore. Sound man for LL Cool J, stage manager. Oh yeah, Victor, can you come down? Sure, I'll be there in a minute. Bye. Now I just got out from working a 12-hour shift, and now they want me in North Hollywood at the studio. Boy, I packed that car up so quick. Got out there and got out there, and there was another percussionist audition. But in this business, your mouth can talk you out of a job just as much as it can talk you into one. Right. So he was back there jaw jacking and talking out the side of his neck. And, I'm going to be the stage manager. I'm going to put everything together, blah, blah. Negro, we asked for a percussionist. We didn't ask for all of that. So there's next. So I came in and I set my stuff up and I played, and LL was somewhere in the corner watching. But what had happened, they had a meeting. They said they needed a percussionist. It was for the Mama Said Knock You Out tour.
Oh, okay.
And they needed a percussionist. And 3 of the guys in the band immediately said, Victor Orlando. And that ended it. That's when the guy made the call. Nice. And I went there, set up and played, and they said, bam, you got the job. I'm still not friends with the dude that was ahead of me that ran his mouth. He thought I came in there and took his job. Like, Negro, you lost your job. But LL liked it. We had fun on the tour. Actually, me and him bumped heads because I like Kool Moe Dee more than I like LL. I was like, I go to work like a doctor. When I rock the mic, you got to like the way I operate. I mean, lyricals happen just from rapping. I'm a lyrical spoken, and I'm floating on the scene. Mean, I got the potential to be the go intros. I got the essentials to be the crease intros. I love the work. And LL was like, nigga, you on my bus. I'm like, I keep the suckers hanging to the left of me because my right hand is my mic stand in, the microphone is the owner of the game plan to keep that bridge stop. Ain't no race. I'm gonna reach it to the top when I wanna. I loved it. And I still see LL periodically to this day because of the TV show. CSI. Yeah, he was, he's going to be an actor now, but he's still doing hip hop. But I was watching TV one night and they were shooting a scene in Leimert Park, one of the areas in LA. And they were shooting in Leimert Park and they were going to be there for a couple of days. And I was like, that's what I play at Barbara Marson's in Leimert Park. And the next day, the camera, that same night, the camera was in there shooting, and it was going down the hallway to the stage because LL's character then was like, well, let's check this center to see if this guy has come in there. And as they going down the wall, I'm like, oh, they gonna hit my picture in a minute. They gonna roll by my picture in a minute, and then it stopped. It never made it to it. But I got in the car the next night and I went down there where they were shooting and I saw LL.
Oh, okay.
And we talked, and then I was with LL when he got his star on the Walk of Fame. And that's the cameraman doing that. I mean, I'm not moving my table. The cameraman doing it. But he got his star in Hollywood, and I was there to support him for that. Chuck D was there, and a bunch of other people were there. I used to play with. I didn't play with him, but he was on our show, Dougie Fresh.
Yeah.
Dougie Fresh was on our show. He was like the closer to the Gap Band back in the day, and he was a kid. He was so scared he did not want to close for us. And Charlie was like, "Dude, you got the biggest hit in the world right now with the show. Yeah. All they need to hear is bam, 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 bam." Once they hear that, the crowd lost it. So we had Dougie Fresh, Gap Band, Roger Troutman, and Zap.
Nice.
Keith Sweat was on the show crying.
Oh man.
Crying Keith was on
Don't
the
get
show.
me started on that one.
Climax was the opener.
Thank you.
And,
We can't hear you, thank you.
So we had a good tour. We had a good tour back in the day.
Okay. Yeah, you was talking about my man crying up there. I never forget we went to see my wife and I went to see him in concert. And I was like, dang, all he does is cry. And then he said like, where are all the single women up? My wife throws her hands up. I'm like, I say, he call you up on the stage, I'll snatch you off that couch.
Boy, I wouldn't want to be called up on nobody's stage these days. Beyonce and Janet.
Oh yeah.
Their stage thing is like, Tangeray, do you do that on your show? You bring people up like Beyonce and Janet?
Thank you. Your mic. Put your mic on.
You're muted.
You're muted. Can't hear you.
Oh no.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have lost Tangeray Haywood for the moment. She will return.
Can't hear you. Thank you. Thank you. Can you hear us? We can't hear you.
She can hear me, but we can't hear her because there are technical difficulties. Somebody's up playing piano behind her and she can't.
There are some technical difficulties right now, which we are looking into.
Wait, I hear something.
Have we heard the sound?
Can you hear me now?
A little bit, very faintly. Pump up the volume. Pump up the volume.
Un poquito, un poquito. It's coming more. It's coming. That's what I'm not going to go down.
Some more. Thank you. Some more.
Stop it. This show is going somewhere else now.
What did that? Hey, Victor, man, your brain. Relax. I talk about the volume.
She said, "Forget it. I'm out."
I talk about the volume, Victor. The volume.
Oh! All I heard was two words. Some more.
Where was you, Victor?
I was in my purified water.
Oh.
All right. I just heard you.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
There you go. We can hear you.
Yes.
I don't know what you did.
I've never brought people up, but there have been people that jumped on the stage.
Did you throw a bottle of water at them like they doing now?
No. Now, what I do is now if somebody's heckling me, I'll answer back, but then they get mad. I don't like hecklers.
Yeah. Do a Richard Pryor on them. Just tear them up.
Or like sometimes they'll holler out, sing this, sing that. I said, this not Lou and Chu's karaoke night. No, I'm singing my stuff. They be sing Fantasia,
Dang, bold little people.
Y'all gonna listen to this, or
you know where the door is.
Eat your crab legs, like Or like one time, I had my head wrap on, and somebody called me Erykah Badu. I said, I'm Tangeray Haywood. Then I remember one time I sang Dr. Feelgood, and this one lady was like, move away with that. I said, I don't even want not either one of y'all. It's something.
Wow.
It is something.
Did you sing
Nobody Man No More, Adasa?
I thought you guys just get all love on
No, most of the time it is love, but sometimes people could be a little rude.
Yeah. I understand.
I'm sure they probably won't do that to Patti LaBelle, So, but I just handle it and we keep it moving,
I must say that doesn't happen in the UK, does it?
No, I get a lot of love. I'm Beyonce over there.
Thank you.
Yes,
UK.
Listen, I get treated very well over there.
Yes.
But you know what? Even in Philadelphia, though, Philly people are rough. So for me to get sold out shows over there, that's a big deal because Philly is horrible between the sports fans,
Ooh, man.
lovers. Like Philly is tough. So if I can, be an artist that doesn't have a major record label, get in and do what I do, and have support, that's a great thing. But I mean, every once in a while, you do get some rude people. So, but I take it in stride. Heck, I used to get heckled in church because of my first name. And I used to get mad about it when they would call me up.
Yes.
They'll say, Tank Ray, and people be laughing. I say, I know y'all know about that green bottle before you got saved, but I guarantee you what, by the time I finish, you're going to have a different perception about that green bottle. You're going to leave my name alone.
Don't play with our Queen of Philadelphia.
Right. Because a lot of times they think it's a stage name. And I said, no, this is my government name.
Your actual name.
I got to be careful. I'm trying to get a little deal with the Tank Ray Gin Company. I'm trying. I be tagging them and stuff, but they ain't paying me no mind.
They should.
So maybe after Victor write me a song, and I get out there, then maybe I'll be on a billboard. You know what I'm saying? And I have a real piano that I can show off to you, Victor. I get my first royalty check.
Not the one that disappears when you go wave at it. Because I was watching your arms disappear when you did something like
Takua's always disappearing. He's always disappearing. He always melts in the background like this, She always
Whoa! I was like, what manner of handicap is this? Her arms go up and she loses her wrist.
Listen, I'm trying to get a check.
I heard that. Keep grinding.
Did you cry Sunday when we laid a little spank?
You know what? I was laughing because people were posting memes. So of course they had the Grinch as the Dallas in the Dallas uniform and then the little face crying with the Christmas uniform. So I'm always laughing because like when they just go back and forth, like I just, I mean I felt for them, but it's like,
hey,
I've always kind of liked the Eagles because ever since the Bounty Bowl when Buddy Ryan was coaching. And they beat the heck out of the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, physically, just laid them out.
But then all I usually hear people be talking about just say 1992, and that's it. That's shit right up. Like,
I get it so hard up here, and I get Oliver Frazier is from Philadelphia. Mm-hmm. He's Joe Frazier's nephew.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Older guy. We go back and forth. We kill each other, and I got people in that. My brother-in-law, my sister's husband, he's in his household with my sister's cowboy and her son, and he's I live in Philly, and I'm like, so I get it. Let us lose one game, and I get it. But Sunday, out of all
like the Super Bowl,
it was like the Super Bowl. Out of all the stuff that goes down, my bottom line is, don't now one of these Negroes put a pork chop on my plate, so I don't really care. I don't. That can do whatever he want to do or don't want to do. Emmett can do what whoever can do. Ain't nobody. Hey, can I get a pork chop for the Cowboy? Oh, they ain't putting nothing on my plate. I'm not gonna I go and make a $10 bet and lose it. Oh, that's it. I ain't never. I went to make a $50 bet one time. I think they were playing the Eagles last year. God said, I know something you don't know. And I didn't, and they lost. And I was like, "Ooh, God is on my side. Holy Jesus, holy Jesus." That $50 is gonna put a pork chop on my own plate. I still eat pork chops from Dallas. I'm not that. Oh, you don't eat meat. You gotta be healthy. Put some oxtails in front of me.
Oh, I made oxtail about a week ago before I was ill. It was lovely.
Can you answer me the question?
What's that?
The universal question of life. Where's the rest of the ox? How come it's never an ox on sale in the store? Yeah, think about it. Why we just get the butt end of the ox? Where the rest of the flipping ox at? A nigga running around tailless now.
That's right. That's right. And we're
You go to
eating
the
it.
zoo and there's
And
a
we're
big.
digesting it.
You go to
Yeah.
the zoo and there's a big display ox with no tail.
Sorry.
Nobody ever sells ox. They sell pig feet. They sell chicken feet. You know where the rest of the chicken and the rest of the pig go? Where the rest of the oxtail? Where the rest of the eagles? Oh, they're buried. So we won't use.
It's probably gone in your burgers.
Oh, this has been so much fun. I actually woke up to this.
Oh,
You gotta be ready when you come on this show. You gotta be ready. And talking
see.
about ready,
Oh, he was
here
ready.
we are with Be Ready.
Oh, yes. Be ready. She has that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, oh. I wanna stop. No, no. I wanna be. I just wanna be ready. I don't wanna stop. I wanna stop. Oh, I wanna be. I just wanna be ready. Oh, the Lord woke me up this morning with a smile on my face. He put fresh air in my body as he woke me with his grace. As I go through my journey, with the Lord showing me the way. I'm so blessed each and every day. Whoa, I don't wanna stop. I don't wanna fade. I don't wanna fade. No, 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 no. Oh, I don't wanna stop. I don't wanna stop. No. He says in his word he's coming back again to get his righteous people that he saved from sin. But on that glorious day, when he comes for you and me, will you be ready to proclaim the victory? I don't want to stop. Yeah. I don't want to fade. I don't want to be ready. Well, I'm going through my life with some troubles and strife. There's been some good days and some bad ones too. I wanted to tell you how like I must have been my mind. But something
Oh, I enjoyed that.
that you did.
Wow. Thank you. You like that? I saw you over there bopping.
If I heard that at the church, man, I'd be moving and shaking a cheek and everything. I was jamming on that one, man. Got to be ready.
That was exciting.
Yeah, because you know what? I saw a testimony on Facebook where a young lady was involved in a car accident. She didn't have a scratch on her, but the thing that got to her was she felt like she wasn't ready. So she was happy that she had that second chance to get it right.
Yeah.
Wow.
She said that she was not ready. So, so that song means a lot,
Thank you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
It was my cancer survivor song, my cancer recovery song.
Okay.
I didn't know, went into the office, Mr. Orlando, you have cancer.
Mhm.
I lost my second wife to fourth stage cancer, breast cancer. And then when he told me that and I got out, the only thing I could think of is when you go in horizontal, you do not know if you're coming back out vertical. It's
Mhm.
50-50. So if you go in, you have to be ready in your life with whatever the decision is. Out here in LA and Los Angeles, there was a lady that they say she was distraught about her boyfriend, and she was thinking about him and not thinking about driving, but she was driving. The light had turned red for her this way, so traffic was coming down that way, and she slammed into six cars, killing an entire family,
Oh,
kids, just killing people. End up crashing into the service station. And bottom line, they did not
Is that a
know.
mousetrap?
That scared me. I'm like, I'm not ready, God. I'm not ready. Let me finish what I was saying. Like, is that you? Is my coat? My coat fell off the wall. But that was a part of my mindset that those people walked out their front door. They would never return. So you have to be ready because you never know if you're going to return them. When I walk out the door in life, you're walking out to whatever. If you make it back to your door, that's a blessing. And from that point on, when you're back in the door to the next morning, it's between you and God. If He's ready for you to go then, that's between you and Him. Outside of this door, you got all sorts of things that are coming at you. You just have to duck and dodge everything. Keep your eyes. I have two autistic boys, high functioning autistic. I was scared to death about them driving because autism has you like this. You don't see the world. And I'm like, no, Troy. I need you to turn your head and check the traffic over there first. I'm like, all of that. I can't say you can't be autistic, but you have to be more aware than what you are.
Right.
And he comes and picks me up and takes me wherever I need to go, whatever we need to do. And I sit there and like, he's very cautious. So I'm like, I will take the extra cautious. I mean, he see a car 6 blocks down the street and he won't turn left. I'm like, Troy, that car ain't gonna get here till tomorrow. You can go ahead and
yeah.
That's funny.
you can go ahead and turn. I'll see it, Papa. I'll see it. But Troy, the light is getting ready to change. And then when he comes to turn at a corner, he just, I'm like, Troy, you need to slow down and do the brake. Don't just wheel into the turn. But I got in the car one day and I was like, Troy, check engine lights on. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You need to do something. Okay, bro. I said, Troy, why is your high beams on? Oh, and I go out front. He took them off. He only had one light. That's why he had his high beams on. I was like, Troy, you need to take the car in and get 2 lights, 2 real regular lights, because the high beams, the cop will pull you over and say, give you a ticket for high beams, or because you're black, it may turn into something else because he don't understand where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go and get that taken care of somewhere tomorrow. He's 31. So I still have to tell him little bitty things.
Yeah.
But it's just the be ready of out there that I wrote that. And everybody, like you said, actually, the guy that sung "Be Ready," that's Tony Grant again from the Temptations. We both go to Reseda Church of Christ in LA. We both go to the same church. So when I need vocals, I say, "Hey Tony, I got a new song. I got another song. I want you to." So he comes in and sings it.
He's
But
very good singer.
you like it? Yeah, he's got the voice. I mean, he's doing that Temptation stuff like you wouldn't have even missed any of the other guys that was in the Temptation because his stuff. He also sings for Chicago, the group Chicago.
Oh,
So he
Okay.
has that awesome of a voice that he does those two things, and he still does. He's from Tyler Perry's movies and the plays. That's how we met in a play. A Good Man Is Hard to Find out of North Carolina back in the day. the old gospel plays that went around. The Good Man Is Hard to Find. I was in it. I was in that, and he was in it, and that's how we became friends. Right after the LL Cool J tour.
Okay.
So, but he's been the vocalist on my first 3 songs for my second CD. And Be Ready, I said, I need you to do what you do. And all of those vocals on that song, every vocal is him. Every part. Wasn't no use to me even trying to sing background in it. You got it. You do all of the parts that you know what to, because he knows how to go from top all the way to bottom and stack them and make them fat or whatever. I'm like, okay, I know I'm a little chubby, but don't, is that a snide to me? No, I'm talking about the vocals. We're going to make the vocals fat. Oh, okay. Whew. But he's really cool. He sounds great on everything. And he actually was teaching that to our choir at church before he got the Temptations thing. So they never got around, because we do a cappella singing in our church. So he never got around to doing that at our church. But yeah, Be Ready is a song for everybody. And when I say that, don't just run home and start reading the Bible every day. I'm not saying be ready like that. Don't sit and be in a shell that something's going to happen to you. But get your finances together. I have a will. My will's in the back of my Bible for my oldest daughter in Dallas. I done told if anything happened, you know what a will is. It's in the back of the Bible. You ain't got to search through no files and no other paperwork to find my will.
We all know where it is now. Go behind the Bible.
That means I'm going to have to change some of the things in it and move it. Tangerine going to be at my door. Mr. Orlando, can I read your Bible? No.
Do some Bible studies.
You have one, because a lot of people don't, and it causes a lot of issues when the time comes. And it's great that you have one.
Folks come out the woodwork, you don't know nothing about. I said, Candace,
I want his drum. No, I want his drum.
Thank you. I said, this is for my 5 kids, my 5 grandkids, and my 5 great grandkids. Divvy up the way y'all see fit and leave it at that. If an adult over 50 say anything, shoot them so they can join me. But nobody, I've seen it. I've seen it in movies. You see it in comedy movies all the time. But you hear about it and know about it in real life. So I'm like, I don't have no money. Candace got the account number. If she want to get that little $13.32 royalty check out, fine. But 15 and the $13, everybody gonna get like 80 cents. So I try to cut all of that out. But those are the things I was mentioning about be ready on every aspect of your life, personal, financial, spiritual, because walking out the door, nothing. God is the only one that knows who's going to make it back to that door. And I wrote a movie. I have a movie in my mind to write. It's written down about a musician that went to heaven. And what is the first thing we do when we go to a concert? Go to check in. Victor Orlando from the Gap Band. There you go, sir. Here's your backstage pass. But I'm gonna go. This actor is gonna go to heaven as a musician, but his name is not on the list. So he got to go back down. But he's already gone, and everybody thinks he's dead. So his name is not on. That's gonna be the comedy of it. The musician's name is not on the list. So that's one of my new comedy movies that I have.
That sounds interesting. Wait a minute, where am I at? Wait a minute.
What do you mean? My name is not on the list. I'm dead. I'm supposed to go to heaven, sir. We've looked under all the Orlandos: Tony Orlando, Florida, and no Victor.
So you're in limbo land.
Huh?
You're in limbo land. You can't go heaven. You can't go back to earth.
Well, that's how
purgatory.
That's the fun part of how I'm going to get back down there until my name is actually written. My agent calls in and gets me on the list.
Oh, wow.
That's funny.
Do you have anything out, Tangerine?
I do.
Did you play it on that piano?
No, because I'd be playing it like this.
Like chopsticks. What do you have?
It's just for the decoration.
Okay, and it disappears when you do that if you needed to.
Yes. But yes, I am on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music under Tangeray Hayward. Yes, I followed you on Instagram. All right, I did. So now you have 3 followers.
I thought I've seen your name somewhere.
Really?
Yeah, because I mean, that's not that's not Mary, Sheila, Hazel.
No, it's not.
It's a distinctive name. It's a distinctive name.
Mary. I don't know what your parents were drinking when they thought about you.
Well, you know what? I'm grateful for it. Now, they did drink it. My mom did drink it, but she loved the name. And I feel like, God put it on her heart. And here I am,
Are you from Philly?
I like it.
Are you from Philly?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay. So you are just straight up wrong coast girl.
Yeah.
He said wrong coast.
That's okay.
Because the West Coast is the West Coast.
I like the West Coast.
West Coast. Yeah. Because we be talking.
Yeah, it's a West Coast thing. You don't know about that.
Okay, that's a West Coast thing. Yeah.
It's crazy because I did the last 2 years in the Navy. I had to go over to San Diego, and I was working out in Bell, California, and so I found that the closest Navy Federal was in Compton. I said, absolutely not. I am not going to Compton. I've seen too many movies. I'm not going to Compton. I'll go back to Long Beach and go to the ATM. But I do like California though, and it's funny because even I saw like you can run through the houses like Boys in the Hood. Like I saw all that.
Yeah.
And Atina, she's another vocalist. I went to go pick her up, so she live in LA. So I was just like,
But I live here and was scared to go to Compton. Straight out of Compton, boy. No, I used to drive taxi cabs, and I would have to pick up somebody in Compton. And God put on my head one day, do you really want to pick somebody up in Compton? And I'm like, you know what? You may have a point, God. I'm going to turn this trip down. I'm declining. I'm getting out of this, because that's the place that at that time. Now, I've not been down there since they changed. You don't hear about Nicholson Gardens. You don't hear about so much death and shooting and all that as much. It's not popularized on television as much. It's enough other stuff going on. Now
have they degentified it? Have they changed it?
Yeah, it's the whole narrative has changed now. They don't even call LA South Central anymore.
I bet they don't.
They got the white reporters to like, hey, stop doing South Central. It's a negative connotation. It's Los Angeles, South Los Angeles, but not South Central. As soon as you say South Central, you're looking for somebody to be packing. So But some of the reporters, young pups, they come in. Well, there's a shooting down in South Central today. It's like, oh, really? We want to go there, huh? Shooting down in South Central, huh? I live right in Reseda, so I never really go over the hill that much because I'm not trying to get shot. I stay safe out here, but it's cool.
Where are you again, Victor?
Yeah.
Huh?
Where are you based?
I'm in Reseda in the valley. I'm a valley boy.
You're a valley boy.
Like valley.
Is that the name of the place? A valley boy.
Valley Girl was a song by Frank Zappa. I just flipped it and made me be a valley boy. At least I'm a valley boy, not a glamour boy like Living Color has. I am a glamour boy. He's fierce. But y'all don't know about Living Color. Living Color is a black rock group. Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay. 2 of us know about Living Color. 2 of y'all think I'm talking about.
I wasn't thinking about you talking about the show.
Yeah.
I was on Living Color. Right. They had a big lawsuit about that. Living Color was trying to sue In Living Color was trying to sue Living Color because they thought they took the name or whatever.
Yeah.
But this is the land of suing out here. Everybody sues for whatever. You walk into a store and slip on a banana that you threw down on the floor, and you want to sue the company because you failed. But the company figured that out and started putting cameras in every aisle now. You go down the aisle, the camera is activated.
Yeah, I see it in Walmart all the time.
Yeah, in Walmart. Yeah. I tried slipping in the bathroom, but there was a camera over the bathroom stall.
There goes Victor Orlando.
He slipped on some pee again.
Pocket money. You thought you get a little bit extra pocket money that day.
Yeah, especially at Walmart. Hi, welcome to Walmart. Come on in today.
Is that how they be? Is that the tannoy? Is that how they sound over the tannoy? That's really inviting. I think it's true. Take you away laughing. She knows it's true.
Yeah, they do.
Welcome to Walmart. Hope you have a nice shopping day today.
Oh my gosh. Sounds riveting.
That's who you have to see as you greet it when you come in.
It sounds like so exciting.
And then on your way out, you have a receipt for all of that stuff? Can I see your receipt, please? You standing up there 45 minutes. He got the super duper deluxe. Okay, check. Let's see. He got the berries. I mean, an hour and 45 minutes later, he's checking. I went to Dallas and Cedar Hill. I went in, nobody greeted me. I walked out, nobody checked me. I'm like, oh, I must have died and went to Walmart heaven.
Ain't used to that.
I'm used to being frisked. You get
and even in California, when I saw that the laundry detergent was locked up, I said, "Oh, that's just like Philly." I said, "Oh, they got this locked up too. The detergent, the deodorant." I said, "Oh, okay."
What? Deodorant.
I saw there was more like shovels and beach stuff, but other than that, all that stuff was locked up too. I said, "Well, darn."
Baby formula being locked up is crazy.
Then when you get some, they got to walk you up to the dang counter.
Yeah, you can't even get it until you get somebody, and then they got to walk you up. And only if you paying to leave at that point. You can't. Well, I'll just shop a little longer. Oh no, you want? You gonna get this now, or you not gonna get it? It'll stay on the shelf until you're ready. If you're not ready to leave, then we won't. I'm not gonna unlock this thing. Like, ma'am, it's only a Gillette blade for me to shave my beard. Why are we making this a federal case?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't play. And that's Walmart. We ain't even talk about Neiman Marcus or one of those stores,
Wow.
Do they have smash and grabs out there, Tanger?
All the time. My daughter be trying it. I had to jack her up. Talking about why walk away with anything. Like, no.
Whoa. Well, out here, they have their mask on. They go in. They hit the top of the counter. They scoop up as much as they can. They snatch purses off. And they hit the door. And everybody just standing in the store looking like, oh, my God. Nobody attempts to stop them because there's 30 of them. What you going to do? Get a beat down over a purse that's not even your store? Now, if it was the Victor Orlando store, we might have a problem. You'd run out of there with one leg.
Anyway, our time has passed.
Oh, my goodness.
Do you know, 2-hour show and it's 4 minutes past 10.
Oh, 4 minutes and 42 seconds.
Yeah. And 45 and 46 seconds and coming up to 49 seconds and 50.
Somebody
now
is
it's 52.
as I am.
55.
Are y'all with this lady every week?
Every week.
Yeah.
Isn't her voice amazing?
I love it.
Oh Lord have mercy. She's gonna make me fly over there and get married again. For the
I'm singing at the wedding.
We just don't have nobody coming in there objecting. DJ Boozy, you can't come in there and say, I know the first. How he come over here and get her? That accent is like, wow. I was in London with Bobby Womack, and just that every day in Camden, that accent, and then to get it from a black woman, oh, it's like, where you from? What hood you from? Where your hood is?
Oh, yeah.
What's up?
Yeah. I'm from the
Double L?
I'm from London. Yeah.
I'm from London.
Yo, I'm from the UK. What's up with that? I don't know how to
What's
make
that?
UK
What's
in my
that? I'm
fingers.
from London. What's up?
Well, you need to put a little bass in that London. Okay.
I need a little bit more bass. Okay, let me try. Let me knock my chest.
Let me clear my throat.
Yeah, my
Please don't start coughing. I'm from London.
I'm
from the UK. I'm from London. Sound a little bit more bass. I can't do bass. I'm sorry. My voice is not equipped to do bass.
You're all right the way you are.
Oh shit.
I'm being a good girl, thank you, I'm being a good girl. I am.
Well, you know what? Keep talking to him, because then maybe I can get a song. So just you keep talking to him.
Let me clear my throat.
Wow.
I'm gonna leave while it's going good.
Well, I had a wonderful time with you all. I really did. I appreciate it. Thank you for listening to my music. Thank you for entertaining me with these sorry, sad jokes that I came up with.
All right.
And I appreciate meeting two people finally. So I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. If everybody else is still listening and haven't gone to sleep after listening to me for 2 hours, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Victor Orlando. Just Google Victor Orlando and everything you need will pop up.
Oh, I did. I already did.
They do listen
Yeah,
to
but you had like the nice little slick back and little part. And I saw all kind of stuff. A lot of changes over the years.
A lot, yeah. The hairstyles and the clothes and the age. You know, thank God I just turned 71, and I'm gonna take that. I'm happy to be that. I'm already looking at next year. I'm already saying I'm gonna be here for my 72nd.
71.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. My oldest daughter is 50, so
you and Gary are classmates then.
Huh?
He's the same age
as
you.
Yeah. When I saw him, I said immediately. I said we're almost in the same age bracket.
Yeah. The same age. I remember he was saying last week. I don't know who asked him. Yeah, the guest last week asked him, and he said his age. Yeah, they're the same age.
Well, I say now, I go to the bathroom, I look in the mirror, and 71. When you look in the mirror, is actually 17, and I'll take that and I'll run with that every day. I still have my medical issues from cancer, not the minor issues that I'm dealing with. So I'm dealing with them, but at least I wake up vertical, and it gives me a chance to do stuff. Yesterday on a gig, I look at my phone on the break. I just picked up a New Year's Eve gig. Wow. Get home, I get a phone call. I just picked up a next Saturday gig. Wow. I call those. Oh, my new T-shirt. I got a new T-shirt line getting ready to come out. Y'all know what a gig is, right? Huh?
I gotta pick up the baby, because then I'm gonna charge you for daycare. I got to go.
You know what a gig is? You know when you go to your gig?
I refuse to do the $100 gigs anymore. So I sit at my piano.
Well, you know what a gig stands for all of us? God is good. Because we wouldn't get the gig if he wasn't good enough to give it to us. So that's my new T-shirt. Gig. God is good. So I want you to buy one as soon as they come out. Thank you very much. Be on my life.
Okay. We are gonna go. We're going to do your childcare. Victor,
go get your childcare.
lovely, great having you on the show. Boozadelic, great having you. So I'll see you guys all next week, this time from 8 till 10 p.m. Everybody,
all right.
join us. Have a great
Send the
weekend.
pianos back to the piano store now that you're
Great
finished.
week ahead. We'll be here forever if we stay with Victor Orlando. You can find Victor Orlando on all social media platforms. Go and find him on all social media platforms. And we are out of air. God bless you. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. We are gone. Good night and thank you.